Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt here with you once again. As this week going to be a step in the right direction. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off and running from Landover. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Finds a man, Deontay Johnson has it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a throw. He's on the move. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. So on 4th down now, the Panthers calling an all-pro several times over. It's Johnny Hecker for the punt. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Davion Clowney on that stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Dane Jackson. An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Ertz reels it in. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set, cut.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Trying to get it with the... Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run it with Robinson. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Now Mariota gets himself free. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Up and good from Romo. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panthers and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. He finds Johnson. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Completes it to his run. He takes a pop and the ball comes out. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Takes off right out of the read option. A pitch here to Eckler. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Throwing is Mariota. Escapes the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the Panthers into the nickel set. Third down coming. Back to throw, Mariota. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Panthers football. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. They're throwing it. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. Carolina in punt formation. Jamison Crowder back deep for the Commanders. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. So no return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. They'll start the drive with Eckler. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That stop made by Derek Brown. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. A toss now to Robinson. Blast through midfield. And he's brought down at the 44. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Juke the defender. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Another carry for Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Option play. Here's a give to Eckler. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Robinson. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Mariota to throw. Bails out of... And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Blankenship all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Trying again, following the set. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they still have one in their pocket. This half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Flushed out. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Has a man, it's Brooks. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. On the give, it's Brooks. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Johnny Hecker on now to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. Throwing from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More for...
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the 2nd half. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Jamison Crowder on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They're still on a skid, up to 6 straight losses now, Brock, but things may finally be looking up. They've got the lead here. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Daniels on 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Extra point from Blankenship is up and good. And the Commanders take a 3-possession lead. Blankenship all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Carolina offense headed out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Man, I love that. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pass play coming here. Connects with Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through.